15 years ago today, deadly unrest erupted in the city of Urumqi in China's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. The government put the death toll at around 200. The international community has long been concerned about human rights abuses of Uyghurs in the region. An NHK news crew went to Xinjiang to see how things are nowadays.
Urumqi is 2,400 kilometers west of Beijing. It is the main city of the vast Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. It was a flashpoint for clashes between Uyghurs and Han Chinese in 2009. These days, police officers swarm the streets. A Communist Party slogan scrolls across an electronic signboard, urging pedestrians to oppose terrorism and create peace together. In this footage, shot 9 years ago, Uyghur men had beards and women were veiled. But our crew saw no beards or veils this time. In 2017, Xinjiang authorities banned abnormally long beards and the wearing of burqas in public places, claiming they were signs of extremism. In the Hotan district, where many Uyghurs live, mosques are disappearing. In one place, where there used to be a mosque, a monument now stands displaying a party slogan.
People no longer believe in religion. Communist Party members don't believe in religion because they're Marxist. You should go to tourist spots, not here.
An hour's drive from the western city of Kashgar, our crew approaches a sprawling complex in the middle of nowhere. Australian think tank ASPI says the facility opened in 2020 based on its survey of satellite photos. The Chinese government said it was providing education and training at the facility with the aim of removing extremism. But it said all such instruction had been completed by the end of 2019. The NHK reporters reached the giant compound. Multiple buildings are surrounded by barbed wire fences. Inside, there's a 10-meter-high concrete wall. Guards man watchtowers. NHK asked a researcher at ASPI, Nathan Russer, to analyze the video we took. He pointed out the facility is still in operation.
But there is still a massive carceral infrastructure that affects tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people per county in Xinjiang, where the numbers of detainees and the conditions of detainees are massive and horrible.
We are joined by NHK World Shanghai Bureau Chief Michishita Wataru, who covered this story. So Wataru, what was the main thing that struck you about Xinjiang?
Well, when I visited the region for the report, I was shocked to see how far the authority had removed the Uyghur element from society from the time I was last there 6 years ago. Like other cities in China, there were tall skyscrapers everywhere in Urumqi. Shop signs used Chinese characters instead of Uyghur script. Everyone wore Western-style clothes. What surprised me this time was the checkpoints, which were everywhere before, have almost disappeared. 6 years ago, you saw them at building entrances, sidewalks, and even on roads leading to the city center. Uyghur people had their belongings, IDs, and smartphones inspected. Han Chinese were waved through. The removal of these checkpoints indicates that the authorities feel the region is pacified. Indeed, Chinese authorities have been emphasizing that there have been no terrorist incidents in 7 years, suggesting their strict policies have yielded results.
With economic development and the hardline policies enforced by Beijing, it seems the lives of people in the autonomous region have changed significantly. How do the Uyghurs see these changes?
Well, actually, it was hard to talk Uyghur people even without cameras. During my visit to Xinjiang, the same individuals and vehicles followed us closely. In bustling areas of Urumqi, I felt a vibrancy seeing young people enjoying themselves shopping. But when I tried to bring up the topic of religion or interment festivities, people felt silent. I've heard from Uyghurs living in China that family members have been confined in camps for 5 years simply because they traveled abroad, or that they received sudden calls from the police checking on their daily activities. And what left a lasting impression on me was that they looked scared when they told me that. An expert on Chinese ethnic minority policies said many Uyghurs reject the notion that culture and religion can be disregarded in return for economic development, and it's obvious they will re-emerge if the crackdown is relaxed. Xi Jinping's administration continues to prioritize social stability. But it seems to me not all Uyghur people are living with pride and happiness under the artificial stability imposed on their homeland.
Michishita Wataru, thank you for your report.